Okay. The first topic is about home. The first question is, do you live in a house or in a flat?
Well, I live in a house. There are three bedrooms, one kitchen, and one bathroom. There is one lobby. I usually
Okay, ज़्यादा extend नहीं करना. जिधर question था, do you live in a house or in a flat? Well, I live in a house with my family. Okay, okay. Again, next question होएगा. Tell me something about your house.
uh, I live in Model Town, Hoshiarpur. My house is very beautiful. I stay. I like to stay at my home during my weekends.
Okay, चलो ठीक है. Question का tell me something about your house. Well, I live in a single-story house. It has a 4 room with a beautiful kitchen. Apart from that, my house has a beautiful garden where I spend my evening time. And so simply, well, I live in a single-story house. It has a 4 room with a beautiful kitchen. Apart from that, my house has a beautiful garden where I spend my leisure time. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about birthdays. Do you usually celebrate your birthdays?
Uh, well, in past years, I have not celebrated my birthday, but last year I celebrated my birthday with my friends. We went out in a restaurant and celebrated it.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Question is, do you usually celebrate your birthday? Of course, I usually celebrate my birthday as it is a special day in my life. On my birthday day, I invite my friends. My mother cooks delicious food. Even I love decorating my personal room, and I cut cake. I get many gifts on this day, so I love to celebrate my birthday. Okay. Let's talk about childhood days. Did you enjoy your childhood?
Yes, of course, I enjoyed my childhood. I usually used to play with my brother. We both went for cycling and play in the park.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Question का did you enjoy your childhood? Absolutely, I enjoyed my childhood very much as many of the days are the red letter day for me. Red letter day मतलब कोई भी memorable days. Even if I remember correctly, then I used to play cricket with my some of the neighborhood friends. My father used to give me some pocket money, and I used to buy some chocolate. Apart from that, I watched television very much in my childhood, so I really enjoyed my birthdays. Okay. Let's talk about computer. Do you often use computer?
Yes, I use computer in my daily life because it helped me in my studies, and also whenever I feel exhausted, I watch movies.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Do you often use computer? Of course, I often use computer as I'm a student. Usually, I make some of my assignments on the computer, and sometime when I'm in not in a good mood, I love watching movies on my computer. Okay. Let's talk about daily routine. What do you usually? When do you usually get up in the morning?
I get up usually at 6 o'clock. Then I went for a walk. After a short while, I take some rest and then I get up ready for my daily
Okay, बढ़िया
classes.
सीगा. Just I went for a walk. I go for a walk. Okay. Question का when do you usually get up early in the morning? Well, I'm a morning person. I get up 5 o'clock. Thereafter, I go for walk. Then I take a rest, and after that I start getting for classes. And so the scenario is simply पूछा when do you get up early in the morning? Well, I am a morning person. I get up 5 o'clock. Okay. Let's talk about dictionaries. Do you often use dictionary?
Uh, yes, of course, I use dictionary because there are some words or which I want to know, and more importantly, to enhance my vocabulary, I use this dictionary.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Do you often use dictionary? Of course, I often use dictionary because I am a student. Whenever I do not know the meaning of any word, then I find it in the dictionary. मैं dictionary से search करता है तो कुछ कह सकते हैं. Okay. What do you often do in the evening time?
Well, I spend most of my time reading books in the evening. For some time, I watch television, and other time I spend with my grandparents.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Question का what do you do in the evening time? Well, usually in the evening time, I love helping my mother in the household chores. Apart from that, if I have more time, I love going to stadium and I like to play cricket with my friends. इसे इधर कैसे कहते हैं? Okay. Do you spend much time with your family?
No, I usually get only the evening time to spend with my family as I am a student. So I have to go up with my studies.
So I get less time to spend with
So I
them.
get less time.
Okay. Let's talk about food. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is that food cooked by my mother, because it is very delicious. Apart from that, she makes my favorite food at home, so that
It's my favorite one.
because it is my
चलो क्वेश्चन का what is your favorite food? Honestly speaking, I love eating the homemade food only, as I personally believe that it is hygienic, nutritious and delicious. On the top of that, my mother cooks very delicious food, so I love to eat at home. However, on the weekends, जिसे थोड़ा ऐड करना फिर however लाके तुझे ऐड कर सकते हैं. However, on the weekends, I also love going to the restaurant with my family to make some changes in my taste. हमसे खुशी तक कह सकते हैं जिससे कहते हैं कि मैं अक्सर घर में खाने फिर करना. However, once in a month I love going to the restaurant with my family. Understand? Okay. Let's talk about the happiness. Are you a happy person?
Yes, I am a happy person, because whenever I feel some time low, I usually play with small children to get myself cheer up.
Okay. Let's talk about hobbies. Do you have any hobby?
Well, there are many hobbies, but I usually like to play badminton, as it is my favorite sport.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Question का, do you have a hobby जैसे simple कहना होवे? Of course, I have hobbies. My favorite hobbies are watching television and playing cricket. Whenever I watch television, it helps me to forget all my tensions, and playing cricket develop new skills in me. Understand? ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਪੇਅਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਸਟ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਦਾ ਕੰਪੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਡੂ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਅ ਹੌਬੀ? Of course I have a hobby. Before, my favorite hobbies were watching television and playing cricket. Nowadays I get a lot of pleasure out of reading books. आजकल मैं बुक्स पढ़ के काफ़ी मेरी खुशी मिलती है. तो इधर कंपेयर कर सकते हैं जितना हाउवर यूज़ कर सकते हैं. बिफोर माई हॉबीज़ वर प्लेइंग क्रिकेट एंड वॉचिंग टेलीविजन. हाउवर नाउ डेज तो हाउवर एक हाईली कनेक्टेड. हाउवर नाउ डेज आई गेट अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेजर आउट ऑफ रीडिंग बुक्स. ओके. Do you often use internet?
Yes, of course. I often use internet for my studies, and also to it helps to connect me with my friends.
Okay, बढ़िया सीगा. Question का, do you often use the internet? Of course, I often use internet as I'm a student. Usually, I use internet for my study. More importantly, to entertain myself, I love using some of the social apps such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook. Apart from that, with the help of internet, I buy things online, so I often use internet. Okay. What is your favorite leisure time activity?
My favorite leisure time activity is reading books, because I often read many story books that keep me happy.
Okay, चलो ठीक है. Question का, what is your favorite leisure time activity? Well, it depends. Like if I talk about the weekdays, then my favorite leisure time activity is watching YouTube videos. I love watching funny videos on the YouTube that make me feel so good. However, if I talk about the weekends, then my favorite leisure time activity is playing cricket. On every Sunday, I go to the stadium and I love playing cricket with my friends. इधर कैसे करें? Okay. Let's talk about music. Do you like music?
Yes, I like music. I often listen Punjabi songs on YouTube, and also like to sing.
Okay, chalo. Do you like music? Certainly, I like music. In the evening time, I love listening to music that refreshes my mind. Even it helps me to जिदा एक शब्द हुंदा. चलो, I always feel over the moon while listening to Punjabi music. एक idiom है, I feel over the moon while listening to music. जे थोड़े idiom यूज़ कर सकते हैं जिदा piece of cake हुंदा कोई चीज़ ਨੂੰ काफ़ी थोड़े easy होवे चीज़, ठीक है. And red letter day जिन्होंने दस्या सी कोई भी memorable days है जिस idiom and phrase अपनी speaking ऐड करोगे थोड़े band ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ raise करेंगे. Okay. Let's talk about neighbors. Do you like your neighbors?
Of course, I like my neighbors. My friend live in my neighborhood. We usually spend our evenings together by playing and watching TV.
Okay, chalo. Question is, do you like your neighbors? I must say yes. I like my neighbors very much as they are so nice in nature. More importantly, whenever we are in the difficult situation, they always stand with us. Apart from that, when we go outside, then they take care of our homes and because they देखभाल करते हैं. So I like my neighbors. हमसे इतना कुछ कह सकते. Okay. Let's talk about shopping. Do you like shopping?
Yes, of course, I like shopping. I go for shopping twice a month with my mother to get some good shoes and some clothes.
Okay, चलो और बढ़िया समझा. Do you like shopping? Certainly, I like shopping as it does not only fulfill my necessities but also refresh my mind. While shopping, I often meet with new people, and many times I have the delicious food going outside while shopping. So I love shopping very much. Understand? Okay. Do you like sports?
Yes, certainly I like sports. I love watching cricket on television, and in weekend days I prefer playing badminton with my friends.
Okay, चलो बढ़िया सीगा. Do you like sports? No doubt, I like sports very much. I am a big fan of cricket. On the weekends, I love playing cricket. Apart from that, I also like to watch IPLs, ODIs in my free time. So I love playing cricket. Understand? Sports we can say. Okay. Let's talk about transport. Do you prefer to use public transport or private transport?
Well, I prefer private transport because I have my own Activa. So whenever I want to go, I prefer my own vehicle.
Okay, चलो बढ़िया सीगा. Question का, do you prefer to use the public transport or private transport? Well, before my favorite mode of transport was bus. If I remember correctly, in my childhood, I traveled to all places by bus. Nowadays, I have a bike, so wherever I go, I use it. इससे कुछ comparatively आंसर दे सकते हैं कि पहला इतना सीगा पर आजकल इतना. जो simply सिखाना होगे, do you prefer to use public transport and private transport? Well, my favorite mode of transport is private as I have a bike and it is quite convenient. It saves my time. Okay. Last question. What is your favorite season?
My favorite season is winter season, as I like spending days at home. My mother cooks delicious food, and I like hot chocolate coffee.
बढ़िया सीगा.